Hey people, it's me again. So, anyways, I was just watching Drama Alert's video discussion with Great Anime, I Hate Everything, and Sky Williams about the where the fair use thing has been going on for the past couple of weeks, I guess. Yeah. So, as far as like the sides there, it seems like I probably agree with like everyone on that issue there because like Sky Williams was being a little bit of an apologist, saying that it was just it's not YouTube's fault for that matter why the whole system is all broken, but it's just mainly like that they're just doing the bare minimum because of the fact that they just don't have enough money or resources to help everyone and blah 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 blah, that sort of thing. That's really what is going on here and all that sort of stuff there. So, anyways, as far as this sort of thing goes, that I stopped uploading like videos on YouTube right after my Mr. Rukage channel and Mr. Rukage 99 channel went down for the copyright strikes back in, I think it was like around the end of July of 2012 as far as that goes. And then it pretty much taken maybe about 10 months for my stuff to get back as far as my channel to get restored because it was hard to get any kind of help out of there. And then as far as like as I said with that I complained to Patrick McKay who runs the Fair Use Tube, and then also complained to this other group. I think it was called the New. Was it called like New Civil Rights or whatever that one group was? There were this group of these two attorneys there, and and all this sort of stuff, and they were like, they couldn't really help me on there, but it was like, uh, that that guy, what's his name, Patrick McKay had said like, as far as like the stuff that I did, it's like that was kind of considered fair use as far as that goes, because technically, is that it's still counted as far as the YouTube goes, because as far as the fact that I was like remixing it and doing all the mashups and all this sort of stuff. It didn't, and the whole prongs. It simply said as far as that goes, there was never really like just short clips or something like that. But it was mainly like that for all of that was just goes into the nature of it. Meaning like as far as me messing up like the videos like with Careless Whisper and then inverting it and making all the weird effects and saying and then calling it a scary whisper or something like that, or doing it all like red and then making it sound all really weird to say like demonic whisper or demonic Rick Roll or there she or demonic Friday or one of those other videos that I had that got a whole lot of views as far as on YouTube Poops for that matter. You know, even though it was just like the whole video, but it was just distorted already. It was just completely distorted and all of that. But then it didn't. It's just the nature of the whole work. It is a little bit more simplistic in that way. But I felt like now it's like what I should have done now. What I should have done is put like a little watermark on my YouTube posts, like with my moniker, or I should say, it's the two kanjis that I use for my name and all that, you know, on the corners or something like that, so that way it kind of fools the little automated system as far as that goes. You know, so as far as getting my channels back, is that somewhere around the line, I think I stumbled upon like maybe somebody's suggestion about like filing a complaint about the Better Business Bureau against YouTube as far as that goes. And I think I pretty much had filed a complaint around, what was it, like May of, yeah, it was like May of 2013. And it was right around that time, like around that time was when I kind of, filed a complaint and said on writing about that if they didn't really restore my channels, I was gonna sue YouTube. And when him to know, it was like my channels had been restored, and I didn't realize it until maybe around like a couple like about a week and a half later. I think it was like around like I think it was almost like Memorial Day when that happened. And I think it was ever after that, it was like I kept like filing like complaints on YouTube as far as trying to get my original Rukage 99 channel back. And as far as that goes, that it was probably like the end of 2014, I think, when I pretty much had gone around and like did I forget what was that guy's video that he said like how you get your channel back. It was something like you feel like the forum, but then you also had to like write an email to the YouTube legal team as far as that goes and all this sort of stuff. And then so basically I said something like I filed multiple complaints against you as far as that goes on BBB about my channels and all that. If you don't restore my channel, I'm gonna sue you. Don't make this worse on you. That sort of thing. Something like that. And because they also had said on my last complaint against YouTube there that they had said there in writing that I was gonna sue them, and then if they didn't accept that appeal, and then I wanted to know why they turned down my appeals as far as that goes, because every time when I had filed the appeal for those community guidelines strikes, they kept saying that there was no reason for that they kind of rejected it for some reason, but never gave any kind of explanation why. You know, as far as that goes. So that's pretty much how I got them back. How I got that channel back, as far as that goes. And even though it was been like what, probably like 4.5 years since I tried to get that channel back, and it's like if I would have known that sort of thing was that you just have to like email YouTube's legal team and say something like that if you don't restore my channels, I'll sue you. That sort of thing. And they'll just simply like do it like that because after all they just don't want to have a user suing them for and have them be held accountable as far as that goes. But in a way, as far as like any of like the other like copyright strikes or something like that, I mean, I still technically like my Mr. Akage channel and my Mr. Akage 99 channel doesn't really have any strikes as far as that goes, but it still has like some like videos that are taken down because of the fact that they're now like restored and all that. And then once it's like a channel's like been restored from all that, all the copyright strikes are gone, and even though like the videos that were taken down are still like taken down, and then I'm still trying to get all of my all of like those ones that have been taken down, although it's like when you file like a counter notice as far as that goes, it's like YouTube won't honor it for some reason. That was like another thing that I Hate Everything and all the other ones had never really had gone around to address is that they won't honor it if it was taken down by UMG because they have some sort of contractual obligations that they had there. Because every time when I did that sort of thing, it would say like, YouTube can't honor your request because it has contractual obligations. And then in a way, if I had gone around and threatened to sue them over that, then they would have completely immediately would have like folded over that sort of thing. But the other reason they probably had gone and done like YouTube Red and all this sort of stuff is so that way they can try to make their own money while having to make these kind of contractual obligations or something like that sort, or having all these little advertisements here and there. I mean, that sort of stuff was the only reason that kept YouTube going as far as that goes. Although, as far as a paid service, I don't know if I really want to actually like pay for it as far as that goes. I mean, it just depends on the price, but I don't really want to go around and like spend like $9 a month as far as that goes. To do that. I mean, if it was maybe like $2 or $3 a month or $4 a month, definitely, but I don't really want to do like $9 a month or $10 a month or whatever, like that. That's just a little bit too much, because I don't really want to spend a whole lot of money on certain things like that, because here I'm already like paying for Vimeo and Pandora and Crunchyroll as far as that goes, on a subscription kind of service like that, because like Vimeo was like I had it on a yearly thing, which was like $60 for that, and then it was like $40 for the Pandora, and then I had like maybe like $6 a month as far as for Crunchyroll. Although I could have done like the yearly thing with Crunchyroll if I wanted to. But anyways, that's just my uh, take on all this sort of stuff there. So anyways, talk to you guys later.